This is a simple and fast review of the GOKEEP 1800 watt foldable fat tire e-bike. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying.
So once you get it out of the box, you'll see that it's pretty tightly wrapped. I'm going to go ahead and take this apart a little bit better. Obviously, the battery is in it. You'll see your seat right by my feet here. You'll have to attach the front tire, stuff like that. And it is one of these things that folds, so we'll have some work to do, but it looks like it's going to be pretty well put together, and loving the big fat tires. So we'll start to assemble here and go over any important talking points as we do. So basically, install is practically done. A few things I want to talk about. One, I'm not going to put the front basket on. That's an optional for you. There are plenty of tools. There are 2 keys. It comes with some bonus parts. It comes with a lock, as well as an air pump, and then a lot of extra parts. So just be aware of that. You really don't, it comes with a bag of parts, and you have to remove this from the front tire area. And then as far as the actual battery, there's multiple ways you can charge it while it's in, or just plug it into a wall. Obviously, when it's showing red, it's going to need to be it's going to need time. It just plugs in on the side here, and there's a little cover for it. But I do want to point out a couple things about the key lock while we're here. So the key lock will kind of, sorry, I'm using my hand here, one-handed. So there is an on, an off, and an unlock. So just be aware of that. I'm going to do my best here to kind of show you without screwing. Right, so trying this again. I'm in the unlock portion, or like for removal of battery. You have to kind of push this in, and it will go in the battery area. You can kind of see it going in a little bit. But anyway, this will take me to the lock and on and off buttons, and you'll see there's a notification where it's on, off, and then you have to just push it in just slightly. Trying to do this one-handed. Push in and then turn to remove the battery. And then, of course, the key thing is, without the key into this battery, it will not actually operate. So be aware of that. You'll probably want to separate your your two keys. But going back to the vehicle, let's talk about something. So on the front, you'll have to install the tire. Make sure that you install this into the brake when installing it. You will have to put some air in the tires. They are nice fat tires. Your headlamp and your front fender you'll have to install. That was actually the most difficult part of the whole thing, frankly. Just trying to get this tightened in. Maybe I should have gone the other way and used it from the back, but this is the way the screw was kind of set up, so that's the way I kind of tried to keep it. Anyway, that was a pain in the neck. Otherwise, it's all just kind of flips and then locks. So you're basically going to install this section right here. You're going to install the front clamp for the handlebars, and then what we haven't covered yet is where this thing folds. I'll literally just pop this open, and then I remove that this way, and then it should be able to fold. To lock it in place, you're just going to clamp it right back in. You do have to install the pedals. This you'll have to flip up. It'll lock in place, and you can't remove the battery while you're sitting in it, so you'll just have to flip that up and then flip the seat to get in there. So one of the coolest parts about this is the foldability. I'm trying to give you an idea of how it folds down so that it can go right into a trunk. Get you an idea on size compared to kind of just a general seater. So it folds down really nice. Next step is riding it around and seeing how it works. Really hard to tell, but the brake light is there as well. And again, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see the light is on. So really high quality stuff. I'll actually try and show it in my darker garage. So that does a little bit better job showing it. I'll show you. Kind of lights up my wall, so it does a decent job, and then we'll go ahead and again try and show you the brake. So definitely awesome lighting. All right, I'm going to try and give you a good idea of how all this works. So first of all, on the right hand side is my gear shifter. Right now it's in 3rd gear. This is for pedaling. You can literally just shift by pressing this button. You'll see that the lever kind of moves, and then we just reset it to where you want to be, or all the way back to number 1. You got your brakes. You'll have an accelerator here. I'm on power now. I've been burning this thing a little bit, probably about 10 minutes at high level. So adjusting your speeds is going to be up, and this is just the assist level that it's going to give you, and of course up and down. You'll have your little bell. So I want to tell you that I'm going to ride a little bit here, and we're going to be in the lowest level, and I'm just going to not pedal at all. And it's a little, you can almost kind of hear it when it's starting, going wum, 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 and it's a little jerky. But once it gets going, it's really nice. And again, the assisted pedaling is really nice. And that's really what I think is the most valuable piece here, is that you can either go full acceleration on this, or you can actually just pedal. And again, the more you kind of accelerate yourself, the more it kicks on, and so you'll actually have to kind of shift to get into a higher gear if you want to pedal and have this. But it does a great job. Braking is good. How are you? Good. And you can kind of see that it accelerates pretty quick. Again, going to the highest level. Turning is nice. I'm going to downshift myself a little bit. But you can kind of hear it running pretty well. I'm going to move into some traffic here, so. You can hear the acceleration. It's kind of good. I'm heading down a hill, so I'm going to just take it off for a second. You can see the hill that we're on. And this is the part that I want to kind of share with you, is as we look at this hill, I'm going to go full acceleration. I'm not going to do any kind of pedaling to get up this hill. And every scooter or e-bike that I've really tried out has kind of died at the top of this hill, but this one's taking it pretty nicely at a good pace. Probably going 10 miles an hour still, 5 to 10 minimum, and then when we flatten out, it just obviously kicks into a higher level speed. So the acceleration is really, really nice. The fat tires make it really comfortable to go over any kind of bumps, little curbs, stuff like that. Handles, the shocks, everything's pretty solid. Shocks are actually really good. And again, kind of riding around on some bad stuff, and I apologize if this is getting crooked at all during the course of the ride or anything. Not my intent, but I did want to kind of just share with you exactly how fast this thing is. So next I'll kind of just set up a little camera and kind of show you exactly how fast it is when it goes by and everything like that. So to me, this thing is totally awesome. Portability, the speed in which it flies, the capability to kind of transition from just regular manual pedaling to e-bike capabilities. Has a front basket, has a rear bench. It's just totally awesome. So to me, definitely worth buying. Hopefully this review has helped you, and thanks for watching.